Hi everyone, in this video we will learn how to print the current time. And so what I'm going to do is define a function to return the hour, a function to return the minute, and another function to return the second. I'm going to first import the datetime module, and then I'm going to start defining my first function, which is to get the hour. Now I'm going to have this return the hour. I'm going to access the now function, but I'm also going to format that format the time or the current time using the string format time function. This takes an argument, and the argument is a format code. Now it depends on what you wanted to print, but the format code that I'm using to return the time is a capital I. This will return the time in a 12-hour format. If you wanted this to print in a 24-hour format, then you could use a capital H instead. Okay, so let's make sure that this works as expected. So I'm going to call the function and print that out. So it gives me 10, and the time at the moment is indeed 10 o'clock. Okay, now I'm going to have another function to return the minute. Okay, now it is going to be pretty much the same. The only thing that will change is my format code and of course the name of my function. Okay. My format code over here to print the minutes, I'm going to use the capital M. This will print the minutes from 0 to 59. And I think that's probably the only option that we have for the minutes. Let's give this a test. Make sure that it works as expected. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock and 14 minutes. Good. Let's do one for the seconds, and I'll change my function name. Okay, so the seconds and the format code is a capital S, which is from 0 to 59. And let's print that out. Make sure this really prints the seconds. So I don't know what seconds it is, but this will change every time I run the program. So now it's 32. Okay, and it's a minute later. So the hour will remain the same unless we stay here for another hour. Okay, now what we want to do is put this in a beautiful format. Oh, another thing that we could make use of is to know whether this is a PM or a AM. And when you run this function, it's going to look different because it really also depends on what country you are in. Okay, now I'm going to call this get midday, and to return whether it was AM or PM, we would use a format code of small p, a letter P. And now I'll make sure this works as expected. And now I'm printing. Good, so it is PM, it is in the night. Okay, now this doesn't look really good, so let's put it out in a way that is kind of framed out and looks more like we are trying to display the time. So I'm going to define a function called display time. And I'm going to use that function to actually call all of these methods, okay, from within it. Okay, so it's still not finished. It's complaining. Let's work that. I'm going to create a variable called frame, and I'm going to just kind of draw my frame. So I'm just going to probably start off with a new line in case we've printed anything out before, and draw a couple of equal signs. Now this will be for displaying the time, and we can fix this as we go. And now I would add more to it. Now I'm going to, so this is going to be the upper frame. I might return frame and test this as we go. So let me, sorry, kind of made a mistake writing a comment. Let me just run that. And so it's printing out this this frame over here. I don't think I need a new line because I haven't printed out anything before that. Okay, let's continue working with our frame. In addition to that top part, now I could, now I need a new line. And what I need is a pipe, so I kind of need some sort of a vertical line. So I'm just going to shift and backward slash on the keyboard. And then I'm going to keep some space, so just so it won't be stuck. Now I'm going to get the hour. Okay. Then I'm going to, I'm probably going to finish off just to see what this looks like before I do anything else. Okay, so now we've got the time. Now I'm going to have the hour over here. Then I'm going to have the minute and then the second. So that's what I'm aiming for. Now I could have a space after this, and now I could also now get the minute, because minutes come after the hour. Okay, now I could also repeat this part here. Now if I wanted to go on a new line, but at the same time I wanted to not get any errors, I could just use the backward slash. Okay, now I'm going to, actually, let me run it. Okay, so now we've got the time, the hour, it's 19 minutes, so it's working as expected. Right, now let's return the seconds. So plus get seconds, and don't forget the brackets there. And then I'm going to also have this to end my function. And let's run this, make sure it works. Okay, good. So this is actually, yeah, I might get rid of these two. And yeah, maybe I'll have a space. Yeah, so something like that's what I'm looking for. And now I'll just print this again, just so we can have a bottom part. Do not forget to add the plus sign, because otherwise it will just erase what you had previously. And a new line, definitely. Otherwise it's not going to look, yeah, okay. So now we've got the time. It's 10 o'clock, 20 minutes and 06 seconds. If I run this again, you'll notice the seconds increases. And again, 16, okay. All right, now what I'll do is I would like something to indicate the PM and AM. So I'm going to have some sort of another box here, just to say whether it was PM or AM. So I would just add more equal signs, and notice I've kept space just to make it look like it's a separate, yeah, so good. So I just need one more, maybe here, okay. So I'll get midday, and this is just going to say whether it was a, oh, that's a pipe that I need. Okay, and that should be it. Okay, so I'm going to have a continuation on this video to make this a bit more, probably just we'll improve it a little bit, and we'll show you how we'll use a sleep method as well. But for now, this is it for this video, and I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.